Namaskar students and welcome. In this video, we are going to see the question answers of 6th Science lesson number 15 Fun with Magnets. So let's begin. Question 1a. How will you do this? Determine whether a material is magnetic or non-magnetic. We can take the material near a magnet. If it gets attracted, then the material is magnetic. If it does not stick to the magnet, it is non-magnetic. For example, children, these pins are getting attracted to the magnet. So, these pins are magnetic. Those who do not get attracted to the magnet, they are non-magnetic. B. Explain that magnet has a certain magnetic field. So, how will we do this? Place a magnet on the paper and spread some iron filings on it. This way we are going to spread some iron filings. We'll just sprinkle. The iron filings will arrange themselves in a specific way and along a certain region. See this region in which the iron filings have arranged themselves. Beyond this region, the iron filings will not get attracted. This shows that the magnet has a certain magnetic field. So children, we can see that all the iron filings have concentrated in a specific area. Beyond that, we do not see any iron filings, which means the magnet is showing its magnetic power in some specific area. If you keep anything very much far away from the magnet, then that magnet is not going to attract that substance or that metal piece. By the way, children, magnet is not attracting all the metals. It is attracting only 4 things: iron, cobalt, nickel and steel. How will you do this? Find the north pole of a magnet. There are many ways of finding the north pole of a magnet. First one, if we know the directions, then we can freely suspend a magnet with a thread. This will show north-south direction. This is the way we can suspend the magnet freely and it is going to show the north and south direction. But for using this method, you should know which is the north direction, which is the south direction of the earth. Second, we can bring that magnet near a magnet whose directions are known. The pole which attracts the south pole is the north pole. See children, if they are opposite poles, they will attract each other. If they are like poles, they are going to repel each other. They will go away from each other. So, for this you should know the poles of one of the magnets. Then we can find out the poles of the other magnet. We can use a mariner's compass to find the north pole of the given magnet. This also can help. You just place a magnet near this mariner's compass and you will be able to identify the north direction of the magnet. Question 2. Which magnet will you use? Iron is to be separated from trash. For separating iron from trash, we are going to use an electromagnet. This is the picture of an electromagnet, children. See this electromagnet. It is very huge. And with the help of crane, we are picking up all the pieces of metal with the help of this electromagnet. You are lost in a forest. We will use a mariner's compass, children. This will help us know and understand the direction according to the map. You should also have a map with yourself to know the directions. A window shutter opens and shuts continuously in the wind. We will use a bar magnet. These are small bar magnets which we have fixed to the window. This way the door will not open and shut as the pieces of magnets will attract each other. The doorbell should ring. For the doorbell to ring, we are using an electromagnet. When we ring the doorbell, wire is connected, current is switched on and we hear the sound. And once we remove our finger, then the wire again goes back. It is not touching the other wire now and the doorbell is not going to ring. So the doorbell is using electromagnet. Question 3. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate word. A. If a bar magnet is hung by a thread tied at its center, its north pole becomes steady in the direction of the dash pole of the earth. So north pole will attract the south pole. So it will show the south pole of the earth, but then we are arranging the magnet accordingly. B. If a bar magnet is cut into equal pieces by cutting it at right angles to its axis at two places, dash poles are formed. If you cut a magnet in two places, you will get three pieces, and three pieces will have six poles. Three north poles and three south poles. So answer is 6. C. There is repulsion between the dash poles of a magnet and dash between its opposite poles. There is repulsion between like poles and attraction between opposite poles. Like poles repel each other and opposite poles attract each other. D. When magnetic material is taken close to a magnet, the material acquires dash induced magnetism. If it is a magnetic material, it is not a magnet. It is a magnetic material, but when it comes close to another magnet, when it sticks to another magnet, then that substance is also going to behave like a magnet till the time it is with the magnet. So the material will acquire induced magnetism, means it will take the magnetic power till the time it is there with the magnet. But that material is not magnet, children. It behaves like a magnet. If a magnet attracts a piece of metal, that piece must be made of dash. If a magnet is attracting a piece of metal, then that metal can be a magnet or it can be a magnetic material. Magnetic material or ion. F. A magnet remains steady in a dash direction, north-south direction. Fourth question, write the answers in your words. A. How is an electromagnet made? A piece of iron metal is taken and copper wire is wound over it. We have taken a nail and we are winding copper wire around this nail. This nail is made of iron. The ends of copper wire are connected to a battery. This is the battery, children, and we are connecting the wire to the ends of the battery. As the current passes, the iron metal behaves like a magnet till the current is on. This way an electromagnet is made. Now till the time the current is on, this nail is going to behave like a magnet. Question 4b. Write the properties of a magnet. A magnet always settles in the north-south direction. When you freely suspend it, it is going to always show the north-south direction. The magnetic force is concentrated at the two ends or poles. Most of the magnetic force is concentrated at the poles only. The two poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. Even if you cut them, you think that you will cut and separate north and south, but they are never separated. They will get their own south and north pole. Whichever pole is missing, the other one will become that pole. See, for example, here south pole is missing now. It became south pole. Here north pole was not there. It became north pole. So you can never separate the poles of a magnet. Like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. These are like poles which repel each other and these are unlike poles which attract each other. Question 4. What are the practical uses of a magnet? Magnets are used in doorbells, door stoppers, fridge doors, decorative stickers, etc. They are even used in toys sometimes. So these are all the places where we use magnets. Magnets are used in ATM cards, credit cards and debit cards. Electromagnets are used in cranes and MRI, magnetic resonance imaging machines of hospitals. Electromagnet means when you pass electricity through a metal like iron, nickel, anything. If you pass electricity through the metal, that metal is going to behave like a very strong magnet. That is electromagnet. The metal becomes magnet when you switch on the electric current. So MRI, it is used in MRI and in cranes. This is the MRI scanning machine, children, and this is the crane which is going to take the pieces of metal from the trash. Magnets are used in speakers, audio and video CDs. It is used in CDs, it is used in speakers.
Thank you for watching till the end.